Okay, good morning students. Welcome back again in our English subject. And this is the first time for our English subject and the topic about words order. Okay, in this topic, the subtopics, you can see the subtopics. The first, A, definition of words order. B, the form of words order. And C, adverbs with verbs. Okay, now we enter to the first A, definition. Yeah, and here I explain in bahasa definition word orders. Ya, oke, dalam pembentukan kalimat perlu diperhatikan urutan kata sehingga tersusun kalimat yang benar. Oke, yang pertama, the first words order disebutkan sentence pattern atau pola kalimat. Yang kedua, pola kalimat yang paling sederhana adalah pola kalimat noun plus verb. Oke, terakhir noun plus verb adalah unsur dasar pembentukan kalimat yang berfungsi sebagai subject plus predikat dalam kalimat. To arrange the sentences should contain of subject, verb or predicate, and object. That's the structure of sentences. Okay, now we enter to the examples. Okay, we can see in here the first, the teacher's staff. Next, the students studied. Next, the headmaster was reading. Yeah, this is some example of sentences. Okay, we can see the explanation from the sentences. Okay, the paragraph above is composed of sentences using the simple pattern. In English, noun plus verb. Ya, kalimat-kalimat yang seperti the teacher talk, the student studied. Ya, this is the unsur dalam kalimatnya. Kan kita lihat yang pertama, the teacher taught. Teach taught. Ya, oke, look at noun atau subject, verb atau predicate. Ya, subject bisa juga kita mention as a noun. Okay, look at the teacher. The teachers in here as a subject. Taught as a verb. Okay, the students as a subject or noun and studied as verb. Okay, the headmaster as noun or subject was reading as a verb. Okay, we continue. The form of words order. In here we can see there are four forms to arrange word order. Yang pertama, the first we enter to the first form. Okay, the formula noun. Okay, and we can call a subject plus verb, predicate plus object, place or time. Yeah, okay. The word order you can see in here. Noun plus verb plus noun. Object plus noun as a noun. Okay, examples. The boy is watching the television. Okay, this is the first sentence. The second one, the girl is cleaning the floor. Next, their father reads the newspaper. His wife washes the clothes. Their grandmother listens to the radio. Their grandfather is cleaning the yard. Okay, we can see the columns in here. Yeah. Okay, the first column, we can see noun phrases. Okay, subject noun. Okay, the second column, verb phrase. Okay, verb plus direct object or noun. Okay, the first sentences, the boy is watching the television. Okay, look at the boy as a noun or a subject. The phrase is as verb, is watching as verb, and object, the television. The boy is watching television. The boy as a subject. is watching as verb, the television as a noun. Okay, the girl is cleaning the floor. The girl as subject is cleaning as verb, the floor as object. Okay, the last, the grandfather is cleaning the yard. The grandfather as a noun or subject and is cleaning as verb and the yard as object. Yeah, we continue again. Okay, form 2 atau the second form. Okay, the formula noun subject plus verb predicate plus adverb place or time. Yeah, look at the column or table. This is noun. There are three columns in here. The first is a noun, verb, adverb or place. Noun kata benda, verb kata kerja, adverb or place kata keterangan tempat. The example, Prof. Albinus went home. Okay, the second one, the boat sailed away. Okay, the last one, the elevator is going up. Okay, we just explain one example. Look at Prof. Albinus as a noun or subject. When pergi as a verb, home as adverb of place. The boat as a noun, sail as a verb, adverb of place, away. And the last one, the elevator as a noun, verb is going, and the last one, up, adverb of place. Okay, common adverb of place. Ya, biasanya yang sering kita jumpai atau temukan di adverb di keterangan tempat yaitu the verbs of up, down, atas, bawah, here, di sini, there, di sana, far, near, over there, away, and far away. That's the common adverb that always we find in our example in our above. Okay, look at, yeah, it's the example. Another example, he has been working at his office. Yeah, okay, which one is a adverb of place in here? Yeah, and here, yeah, his office is adverb of place. Yeah. Okay, now we next adverbs of time. Ya, kata keterangan waktu. Look at the example. He is walking now. He will finish soon. He can leave then. They will come on Saturday. Work stopped last week. Okay, he is walking now. Now, soon, then, Saturday, last week. That's the adverbs of time. Ya, waktu. Last night, last Sunday, last Wednesday. Ya, that's example of adverbs of time. Kata keterangan waktu. Ya, look at the example. Work stop last week. Pekerjaan berhenti minggu lalu. Ya, minggu lalu as adverbs of time. Look at the table or column, yeah, look at the table. The first form, this is the first form, yeah, about adverbs of time. The first noun, verb plus adverb of time. He, they walk, this as a subject or noun. But he is walking now. Is walking as verb. He will finish soon. Will finish as verb. Soon, adverb of time. He can live. He, noun, can live, verb, then adverb of time. They will come on Saturday. They, as a noun, will come, verb, on Saturday, adverb of time. Walk, noun, or subject. Stop, verb, last week as adverb of time. Okay, he is working now. Dia sedang bekerja sekarang. Dia as a noun or subject is working, sedang bekerja as verb now sekarang. Sekarang as adverb of time. Okay, next. This is a note, catatan. Adverb of time biasanya mengikuti kata kerja. Adverb of time biasanya mengikuti kata kerja, namun dapat pula diposisikan di awal kalimat, ya. Not the end of the sentences, but in the beginning we can see the example, the second form from adverb of time. adverb of time plus noun or subject plus verb. Yeah, you can find this is adverb of time in beginning, not always in the end. Tomorrow, Prof. Albinus will lecture. Saturday, they will come. Tomorrow as adverb of time, besok Prof. Albinus as a subject, will lecture akan mengajar as a verb. Saturday as a verb of time, they as subject, will come akan datang as a verb. Okay, this is the third form. Ya, akhirnya ini bahasa ketika adverb place and adverb of time muncul bersama-sama. Ketika kata keterangan tempat dan kata keterangan waktu muncul bersama-sama, maka susunan kalimatnya adalah subject or noun plus verb plus adverb. Adverb can be place or time. Examples, Leilani arrived at the library early. Leilani tiba di perpustakaan dengan cepat. Leilani as subject or noun, arrives verb, adverb. This is at the library, adverb of place, early adverb of time. Ya, kedua adverbnya bersama-sama muncul. Ya, okay. The next example, they dined at home that evening. Mereka makan malam di rumah malam itu. They as subject or noun, dined, verb, at home, adverb of place, that evening, adverb of time. I go to school every day. Saya pergi ke sekolah setiap hari. I as subject or noun, go, verb, to school, adverb of place, every day, adverb of time. Okay, the last one, my father will go to the London next week. My father as noun or subject, will go as verb, to London adverb of place, and next week as adverb of time. Okay, ya. Ini the last. Dr. Calvin teaches at a technical in the evening. Dr. Calvin as a noun or subject teaches. Verb at a technical. Ya, di kelas teknik, adverb of place, in the evening, sebagai adverb of time, pada malam itu. Okay, that's example of, ya, ketika, when, adverb place, ketika kata keterangan waktu dan tempat muncul bersama-sama, is the formula. Subject or noun, verb plus adverb, adverb place, and adverb place, adverb of time. This is the last form, the fourth form. The formula, time plus noun or subject plus verb or predicate plus adverb of place. Okay, look at the column, the table, this one. Time plus noun, yeah, like the formula in above. Okay, look at the example. This year I graduated from Medicom. Now we analyze, yeah, this year as time. I as noun or subject, graduate as verb, from Medicom adverb of place. Okay, now that evening they did at home. That evening as time, they subject or noun, did verb, predicate adverb of place at home. Mereka, ya, makan malam di rumah. That evening, pada malam itu mereka makan malam di rumah. Okay, every day I go to campus. Setiap hari saya pergi ke kampus. Now we analyze every day as time. Ya, I noun or subject, go, verb, adverb of place, to campus. Every day I go to campus. To campus as adverb of place. This is the last structure. Ya, the structure time plus noun plus verb plus adverb of place. Ya, this is the last structure to order or arrange the sentences. Okay, now we enter to the last part, adverbs with verbs. Kata keterangan dengan kata kerja. Noun or subject plus adverb with the verb. This is the formula. Subject plus adverb. The adverbs usually are adverbs of frequency. Kata keterangannya biasanya adalah kata keterangan frekuensi. Ya, how to know the adverb frequency? The word always, ya, say, like, often, seldom, often, sering, seldom, jarang, usually, biasanya, and etc. That's the words that always we use in adverb of frequency, kata keterangan frekuensi. Okay, the formula subject plus adverbs with the verb. Ya, subject plus kata keterangan dengan kata kerja. Look at the example. Okay, the first, he frequently arrives at the library early. He as a subject, adverbs with the verbs. Adverbsnya frequently, kata keterangan frekuensi, tiba at the library early. Tiba di perpustakaan lebih awal. Ya, he frequently arrives. So, adverb with the verb like this one. I underline. Adverb kata keterangan dengan kata kerja. Okay, we enter to the second. She never leaves before noon. Dia tidak pernah berangkat sebelum sore. Ya, she as a subject, adverbs with the verb never. Never is adverb of frequency. So, she never leaves. Ya, adverbs with the verb, kata keterangan dengan kata kerja, never leaves. Okay, now look at the next. Yeah, his friends sometimes worry her attitudes, but they seldom say so to him. Okay, look at, ditranslate into bahasa. Temannya kadang-kadang khawatir dengan sikapnya, tetapi mereka jarang mengatakan itu kepadanya. Ya, kita analyze the sentences. His friend as subject, sometimes worry, sometimes as adverb of frequency, worry as a verb, her attitudes, ya, as a object, ya, sometimes worry as adverb with the verb, but they seldom, mereka jarang mengatakan itu kepadanya. Seldom as adverb of frequency, say as verb, so adverbs with the verb, seldom say as, ya, seldom say in here as adverbs with the verb. Okay, now the last, they usually eat a biscuit in the morning as their breakfast. They usually eat a biscuit in the morning as their breakfast. They as subject, usually as adverb of frequency. Yeah, don't forget adverb frequency. You can know the clue like often, seldom, sometimes, never, and etc. Yeah. Ditranslate into bahasa, mereka biasanya makan sebuah biskuit di pagi hari sebagai sarapan mereka. So, they subject, adverb with the verb. Adverbsnya ini usually, cause adverb of frequency. Eat, verb, ya. So, adverbs with the verb adalah usually eat. Okay, ya. I think that's all about our topic about word order, ya, menyusun kalimat, menyusun kata. Okay, don't forget, you always practice your English at home. Okay, I think that's all. See you, bye-bye.